Jimmy Shan, welcome to Solihull Moors. What are your overriding emotions ahead of joining the club?
Delighted now it's over the line, and I'm here. Obviously very, very familiar with the football club, and this football club is a progressive club, an ambitious club. I'm also an ambitious individual, and hopefully it'll be a nice marriage.
And did you have to ask yourself why Solihull Moors, or was it always, the ambition was to, as soon as you knew the vacancy was open, to come here?
Not at all, no. Obviously when the vacancy became available, and I began to speak to the football club very, very quickly in the first meeting, I got a real feel for the direction the football club's heading in, and it was a positive one, and one that I want to be part of.
And it's been quite a year for yourself, thrown into it at West Brom at the end of last season, and then Kiddie in the last couple of months. Have you learned much from the last couple of years, really?
Yeah, most definitely. So obviously the West Brom one was a little bit different because I'd been there on a first team coaching role, very familiar with the players. I knew the players. Difficult circumstances, with Darren moving on, and very, very close with Darren. But it gave me a taste for management, and kind of in my career I thought maybe I'd want to be a first team coach or assistant manager. Never really thought I'd want to enter the world of managing. And those 12 games give me a real taste for it and a real fuel for it. So took loads from that experience. Of course I did. Got into Kidderminster. Obviously went in there on a voluntary basis. To help the football club out, to try and help with the structure, training programme, etc., and to try and pass on to Russ, who's now got the job until the end of the season. Try and pass on some things that for him to take on board and for him to further his career. So there's lots and lots of things that I've learned. Probably the biggest learning curve has been the time out of the game. I mean, 5 months to reflect, to review myself as a coach, what worked well for me, what didn't work well for me, and to try and get around other people and to try and nick ideas from other people and educate myself. So it's been a fantastic time in that sense, of self-reflection and reviewing.
And have you sort of found the character of manager you are, your style, and sort of just how you are as a head coach?
Yeah, obviously my previous roles have all been academy roles, but always been a lead coach, and I've led departments and and things like that. So in terms of management skills and managerial skills, those are skills that I've acquired over a number of years in my coaching journey, and I know what kind of coach I am. I've got a very, very clear way of doing things, structured, organised, clear principles of play. I'm an energetic coach, I'm an enthusiastic coach, and I want that kind of character and personality around me also. So me, for man managing, whether you work in football or work outside football, it's about being honest, fair, and having the ability to inspire people, and I'd like to think I have those qualities. And
you've seen the team play last night, brilliant victory. What did you see from that performance that you can take and move forwards with?
Yeah, I've watched the Moors a couple of times this year. So last night, there was some really good moments in possession, some good moments of control. Gotten around the final third more so in the first 45 minutes than they did second 45 minutes. But that second 45 minutes, always 1-0 down. Barnet were going to come out and be a bit more front foot, a bit more aggressive, and I seen that last night. And the most pleasing thing for me was how resolute the team were, and had to defend deep and defend 20 yards from goal an awful lot in that second half. But they showed some good character and some good quality of emergency defending in around 25 yards from goal.
And to some, maybe from the outside, it may seem a bit of an inconsistent season so far, but you look at the table, still well in the mix and in the playoff places.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think I was speaking to somebody last night. I think it's been quite an inconsistent league. So obviously the form over the last eight to 9 games at Solihull, and for us to be right still in that playoff mix, it tells you the state of not just the form that's happened here this year, the form of the league, and it's obviously positive for me to come into a team in that position, and hopefully we can keep pushing and staying around there, and see where we are in 12 games time.
Obviously, every football club, the community is at the heart of it. We've got youth and junior sides here, football and education, women's section. Does that just add to the whole experience?
Massively, yes. So, ironically, my first coaching role was in community football, so I'm aware of the impact, football clubs' initiatives can have in the local area, the local community. So it was a big driving factor, and hopefully we can really build on that. Continue to get positive messages out to the local community, and then ultimately get the local community involved and and back in the team and getting behind the team.
Hartlepool on Saturday, you meet the lads tomorrow, I guess, and get ready to pack this place out again.
That's it, yeah. And you can never look too far ahead as a next game, and the next game is always the most important. So we'll do our homework and our due diligence as a coaching staff to prepare the team right for that. And it'd be great for me to meet the players and for the players to to finally know that I'm in the building and get to know how it works. We'll have a little classroom session, just present to them what I'm all about and the things that I expect, and it'd be great to get to work on the grass with them.
Just finally, message for the Solihull Moors supporters. I'm sure are excited with what's to come.
Hopefully, and I'm sure they're aware of the fantastic work behind the scenes at the football club and the ambitions for the football club, and hopefully, as I said earlier, hopefully we can work well together and continue to do that and give the fans something to be proud of on the pitch, the team product and how the team display, and ultimately some success.